Is it possible to create 50 meals that perfectly represent each one of our nation's 50 states?
91 fry bread.
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying.
I'm gonna get my hands dirty.
That's half the fun of cooking.
I'm Taylor Hicks. You may know me as a singer, so why is an entertainer hosting a food show? Simple. I love food. I even own my own barbecue joint. And I love to travel. So I'm hitting the road and eating my way across America, one state at a time. On this episode of State Plate, I'm making my way across a southwestern state known for the ABCs of Sonoran desert cuisine. Authentic Mexican food, Navajo fry bread, and edible cactus.
That's from the fruit of the prickly pear.
That's right, I'm in the great state of Arizona. Home to heirloom livestock, an accidentally deep-fried burrito, prickly pear juice that's anything but, and a whole lot more.
I've worn many hats, but not this one.
So stay tuned for a heaping helping of Arizona on State Plate. This is gonna be a difficult challenge. I have this empty plate with a silhouette of Arizona that I need to fill up with foods that best represent the state. The challenge? Arizona food is extremely diverse. The Grand Canyon State is home to some of the oldest documented food traditions in North America. Native American crops like corn and beans have thrived here for more than 4,000 years. Toss in a heavy influence from its Mexican neighbor to the south, and Arizona cuisine becomes a mix of influences that create a unique style of food known as Southern Sonoran cuisine. The big question, what deserves to go on the plate and what will be left off? In the southern part of the state, we'll load up on livestock and Arizona's original deep-fried burrito. Further north is Navajo territory, famous for fry bread and beans. And across the entire state, cactus. Lots and lots of cactus. Some species ripe for eating.
Here we go.
My first destination, a trip to southern Arizona where the dry desert landscape is used to raise one of Arizona's most favorite foods. I'm making a stop at Deb and Dennis Maroney's family-owned ranch where this couple has spent 25 years raising Navajo churro sheep.
What a ranch. It is amazing. How many acres?
It's 25,000 acres. About half of it is mountain country and about half is what we call desert grassland.
That's some lucky sheep.
Yeah, they have a pretty good life.
The Navajo churro is the first ever domesticated livestock in the Northern Hemisphere. It's considered one of the tastiest breeds in the world, but it's found almost exclusively here in the Southwest.
Let's get into the sheep.
Well, these are Navajo churro sheep. They originated in North Africa. They came with the Moors when the Moors invaded Spain, I think back in the 11th century. And they've been in the Southwest for 500 years.
We raise these sheep for wool. I'm a wool worker, so I have a yarn business and I weave blankets. We also raise these sheep for meat.
How much meat do you raise a year?
Probably 4
4 tons?
tons.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. The taste of lamb is pretty good. And wool is not too bad either, so.
Keeps you warm.
Yes, it does.
So you guys obviously are skilled in sheep talk. So what are they saying, when they're talking to each other and they're baying?
Right now, it's time for them to go out to graze, and that's what they're saying.
They're definitely wanting to get out.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that too.
Come on,
Do you
babies.
call them? How do you say?
Come on, babies.
Come on, babies.
Come on, babies.
Babies. Come on.
Come on, babies.
Babies. Come
Says,
on,
get out of my
babies."
way.
Oh, yeah. They're jump pretty high, though.
They do. That's one of their defense mechanisms. They don't have very many.
What they do have is an instinct to eat.
What are they feeding on?
Right now, it's mesquite because the mesquite is greening up. We call it chasing the green.
And all of these desert plants, they're very high in these flavonoids, chemical compounds that produce unique flavor. So these desert-raised animals have amazing flavor. And that's one of the unique things that makes this lamb very sought after in the marketplace.
The sheep graze for 12 hours a day before getting herded home.
I kind of like this job.
I started out as a lazy musician. Now I can end up as a lazy sheep herder. A sheep's natural instinct is to move away from the herder. Ooh. So the job is not about getting up close and wrangling them. It's about staying wide and using that instinct to guide them away from me.
With sheep, they have almost a bubble around them, and you can move into their bubble but still be 200 or 300 feet away.
I'm not bad at this. I think this is my calling. At the end of the day,
Come on, babies.
the hard part begins.
Get in your pen. Get in your pen.
Herding my flock home.
They don't want to go.
Okay, so much for that. Sometimes they don't want to do what you want them to do.
It's pretty difficult to herd sheep out on the range.
Sorry, Taylor.
There are many ways to eat lamb. In these parts, other local foods like pepper and wild desert chili are used to make a local favorite, Navajo churro lamb stew. Oh man, this looks amazing. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Salud.
Salud.
Man, it's just got a little bit of spice, but the lamb is so tender. You can taste the chilies in it. It's the perfect amount of kick with this lamb.
I always say that this lamb stew tastes like the landscape that we live in.
Absolutely delicious. On our appetizer plate, tasty Navajo churro lamb stew, a truly local tradition, born and bred in the Arizona desert landscape. In Arizona agriculture, cattle is one of the famous 5 C's. What are the other 4? The Arizona 5 C's are cattle, cotton, citrus, climate, and copper. I'm making my way across Arizona on a mission to create a meal using the most iconic foods served up in the Grand Canyon State. Let's fill this plate up. Next stop,
2 muzzies up, 2 muzzies all day.
north to Phoenix, where our next tasty treat is so popular, it's literally a roadside attraction.
Yes!
Lorenzo Emerson and his wife Roxy serve up traditional Native American fry bread, one parking lot at a time.
Taylor, you made it.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, good.
Awesome. Awesome truck.
Thank you, my brother. My grandfather, Fred Emerson, started Emerson Fry Bread with my dad and my grandma.
So you are a third generation fry
my
bread
brother.
chef.
Yes, sir.
Fry bread in Arizona, how do they go together?
My wife is a beautiful Navajo woman, and Navajos make the best fry bread.
And that's no accident. Fry bread is proof that necessity really is the mother of invention. During colonial times, the Navajo tribes were given rations of flour, sugar, salt, and lard. They mixed it all up, rolled it out, and the deep-fried fry bread was born.
2 pricklies up, 2 pricklies all day.
Lorenzo takes the tradition up a notch, selling fry bread named after his kids and turning the art of customer service
Rox, I got 2 jazzies all day, 2 jasmines all day.
into parking lot performance art.
One Jazzy.
Jazzy all day, thank you.
Now, if I wanted one plain fry bread, how would I
Nothing
yell
on
it out?
Roxy, I need 1 naked fry bread, 1 naked up. Give it to her, put it right here on the rail.
Roxy, I need 1 naked fry bread. 1 naked fry bread. So this is it.
That's it.
This is the dish.
From this is a base that you can put anything your heart so desires.
Fry bread with taco toppings is referred to as a Navajo taco. But traditional fry bread is sweet, like the Lucky. I'm thinking about that Lucky.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Take it to the fire!
Let's make it fire. 2 minutes, tops. Nice, puffy, and fluffy.
This looks wonderful.
And then we're gonna dress it with a little shot of powdered sugar.
This is the Lucky Honey.
Lucky is the customer that gets to eat this.
That would be me.
Fresh honey Taylor all day.
Obviously, this is delicious fry bread. The dough's really moist, and with the honey and the powdered sugar, it's killer. Man, you make some darn good fry bread.
Thank you, Taylor.
You can't come to Arizona without eating fry bread. So, our main plate starts out with a sugary side of traditional Arizona fry bread. the perfect nod to Navajo ingenuity and those of us with a not-so-secret sweet tooth. For our next state plate contender, I'm headed north to Tucson.
Who's hungry?
For 100 years and counting, nothing has set Arizona quite like the mouth-watering chimichanga, a one-time frog of a burrito that somehow turned into the prince of Southwestern cuisine. So what transformed the basic burrito into one of Arizona's most iconic foods? It all happened here, and it happened by accident. Sure, the chimichanga is served all over the state, and these days all over the country, but its roots are right here in Arizona, in Carlota Flores' famous kitchen. The birthplace of the chimichanga.
Right here, El Charro.
Give us the story of how the chimichanga was made.
The chimichanga was invented by my great aunt, Monica Flynn. She lived on premise. One night, she was taking care of all the nieces and nephews. Children got hungry, wanted a snack. So she went downstairs and she was going to make a little burrito. And of course, these children got underfoot. And when they hit her, it fell in there. And she went to say, Chin, and it was a cuss word. She didn't want to say it, so she changed it and called all these little girls that were underfoot changuitos, a loving term for children. But it was two words blended into one, chimichanga.
So you're telling me that the chimichanga comes from a cuss word?
Yes.
So it goes like this. Chimichanga.
And that's how it was born.
Today, the chimichanga's colorful past just may be eclipsed by its equally colorful present. It always starts with the flour tortilla.
Yes, it does.
Tortillas are serious business in Arizona, and the battle of corn versus flour is largely fought and won based on geography. In the far south, corn is the dominant crop, so corn tortillas rule. But up here, the crops are mostly grain, which means flour tortillas take the title of traditional. Start with refried beans.
Now pick one of your meats.
This is colorful.
Yes.
I'm going with pork.
Now bring it back this way.
I'm gonna get my hands dirty.
That's half the fun of cooking. Now go ahead and start your process of folding this in.
Fold it in first.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a touch.
Just like a diaper, maybe. Now start rolling.
Well, I'm not good at rolling diapers
All right,
just
now
yet.
stop there. Don't fold too tight.
Aha.
Now you have a point, and there you are. You have a burro, which will become a chimichanga because you're going to go ahead and fry it. Go ahead and submerge.
Chimichanga. A 4-minute stint in a deep fryer,
All right, now you take this out.
and voila, a crispy brown chimichanga. Let's decorate.
We have guacamole,
Yeah, I love some
and
guacamole.
we like to.
Let's go all in. Look at that.
I think you should bite it.
I think I
Have a
should too.
taste.
That is one delicious accident.
Gracias.
That's definitely going on the state plate. On our main plate, a savory chimichanga to complement our sweet fry bread. The perfect food to represent Southern-style Sonoran cuisine. In central Arizona, just east of Tucson, the dry desert landscape gives way to pockets of farmland and our next state plate contender. Despite being one of the country's driest states, Arizona does get rain, only 4 to 8 inches a year, but enough to grow 116 different crops, including cabbage, lettuce, and more alfalfa per acre than any other region. My next stop, the fields of the Tohono O'odham Nation, where this Native American tribe has been prepping the fields to grow one of Arizona's oldest and most prolific crops for more than 7,000 years. How are ya?
Good.
So, what are y'all planting today?
Well, today we're getting ready to plant the tepary bean.
Why the different color?
There are two different types of bean. They're the same tepary bean, but there's the white and then there's the brown.
They kind of look like little butter beans, but they're small.
We here on the Tohono O'odham Nation, we grow these beans and we help to produce them in all different areas.
History has it that the first tepary bean was grown back in 5000 BC, and it's no secret why Arizona claims it as an official heritage food. This is the most drought-resistant bean on earth.
Yes, and I've seen these beans grow anywhere from a month to about a month and a half without water.
First step to growing beans is planting.
Go ahead and get a scoop of the beans,
Okay.
and what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a scoop in each, and what it's gonna do is gonna drop the seeds as we go down the field. There'll be a little vacuum kind of in there. It's gonna grab each individual seed, and it'll lay it down.
How deep do they plant?
Usually about 2 to 3 inches.
That's not a lot. Well, let's get on this tractor and go plant these things.
Alrighty, well, have you planted before, or have you driven a tractor
I'm an
before?
Alabama boy. I know how to plant.
Alrighty.
Do I plant? I'm from Alabama, so I can plant, play harmonica, and drive a tractor all at the same time.
The seeder drops 4 rows at a time. The tiller buries them about 2 inches deep. Each planting yields about 2,000 pounds of beans per year. Every ounce consumed right here in the state of Arizona.
All this tractor work's making me hungry. Let's go eat.
There are a lot of ways to eat the tepary bean. The hands-down local favorite is boiled.
Here's the tepary beans.
Look at this. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
This has a really wonderful flavor, very earthy. I love the texture, and they're boiled to perfection. You can taste 7,000 years in one bean.
I've definitely found our next dish. On our main plate, a side of boiled tepary beans straight from the Arizona farmlands. Our state plate's shaping up. Native American tribes plant squash, corn, and beans together to help them grow. What is the nickname for these 3 plants? The 3 sisters, the 3 seeds, or the trio? Squash, corn, and beans are planted together and are commonly called the 3 sisters. One look at any of Arizona's nearly 90 species of cacti, and the last thing that comes to mind is food. But beneath the prongs of the prickly pear plant lies something surprisingly sweet. Prickly pear juice. Purple in color, tart to the taste, this native cactus nectar is used to make everything from salsa and jelly to clothing dye and candy. Like the prickly pear itself, the tough exterior of Sherry's Desert Harvest is also hiding something sweet. Inside, Sherry Romanowski whips up 500 pounds of prickly pear candy in every delicious batch.
Hi,
Hey,
Taylor.
Sherry, how are
Come
you?
on back. I am so excited that you're here. But you know, before we get started, we need to wear a hat and we need to wear gloves.
I've worn many hats, but not this one before.
The juice is made by simply liquefying the swollen bloom of the prickly pear.
It's fresh right from the desert. We actually consume it at home. You know, it's a little tart. It's so healthy for you.
Yeah,
It's very good.
it tastes like it.
Yeah.
But it does have a little bit of a sweet flavor to it.
It has the sugar level of like apple juice.
Yeah, I feel like it tastes a little bit like apple juice.
Natives of the Arizona Territory first used this tart yet sweet juice to treat burns. Centuries earlier, Mexican folk doctors extracted it to treat diabetes and inflammation. But here, it's all about the candy. Big sheets of firmly set prickly pear juice, lemon, pectin, and sugar.
This is called a guitar string candy cutter.
That's cool.
So
Make some noise.
you could sing to that.
That's right.
All right, perfect. You are a pro. Apply
You
the
wouldn't
same
think that it's
pressure.
really cutting, but it really is. It's cutting right through it.
It does, and you can feel it.
Yeah, you can.
That's wonderful. And you're going to put that candy back in there,
So you sugar it
just so it doesn't stick to one another.
right.
Now it's all nicely sugared. You're doing a great job there. I'll give you a tray. All right. You're going to shake off some of that excess sugar. You stole one. I was counting them.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. That's some of the best candy that I've ever had.
Well, thank you.
It's the texture along with the sugar, and I think the natural juices of the cactus. And I love the softness of it, because when I think of candy, you think of hard candy, you know, that'll break your teeth. This is definitely not hard. You can see that it's very spongy.
Oh, you stole another one.
The candy that doesn't go in my mouth gets lined up on the tray.
You are doing a good job. You're hired.
I don't know if you want to hire me, because some of your product would be
Disappearing.
would be
Well,
disappearing.
that's true. Go ahead and put that sheet down at the bottom. Wonderful.
When it's all stacked up, it gets carted away to set in the official candy room for 3 long days.
This is going on the Arizona State plate.
We've got our dessert, tart and sweet. Prickly pear candy is the perfect way to top off our Arizona meal. And with that, our plate is complete.
Do I plan? I'm from Alabama.
We've built a meal that pays tribute to some of the best traditions Arizona has to offer. An appetizer of spicy Navajo churro lamb stew, fresh from the Arizona desert.
Absolutely delicious.
And on our main plate,
1 naked fry bread.
a sweet side of traditional Navajo fry bread, a heaping helping of ancient boiled tepary beans, and the best accidental entree ever to hit the Grand Canyon steak.
Chimichanga!
Yes.
And for dessert, a smooth, sweet treat from the tart prickly pear cactus.
Oh, you stole another one.
A southwestern plate that's iconically Arizona.